A rogue wave is not just a big wave. A rogue wave is an enormous wave that occurs far out in the ocean. Rogue waves are also known as freak waves because they seem to come from nowhere and no one can predict when or where they will strike. The surrounding sea can appear calm when suddenly a wave as high as 100 feet above the ocean surface comes crashing towards you. That's as high as a 10-story building. So just imagine your terror if you witnessed a wall of water this high headed relentlessly towards your boat or ship. What we know and don't know. Rogue waves are rare in the parts of the ocean that humans visit. This fact makes them difficult to study. Because they cannot be predicted in advance, scientists and their instruments are rarely in the right place at the right time with the right equipment to collect data about rogue waves. Although rogue waves are sometimes described as random waves, that description is probably not accurate. If it were true, we would have to conclude that rogue waves happen without a single clear-cut pattern. There probably are patterns, but they have not been discovered yet. Why so high? What causes these rogue waves to be so high? Scientists don't know for sure, but they do have theories. Many factors affect a wave's height, including wind strength, ocean depth, ocean currents, and presence of islands and other obstacles. In fact, some other types of waves can reach the same height as rogue waves, but they are generally predictable and more avoidable than rogue waves. For instance, in the midst of a hurricane, wind-driven waves can be just as high as rogue waves. Spotting a rogue wave. The defining feature of a rogue wave is not just that it is so huge, but that it does not match the surrounding ocean conditions. To identify a rogue wave, pay attention to the direction of the prevailing wave patterns. A wave coming from a different direction is quite possibly a rogue wave. A likely cause. Rogue waves seem especially likely to occur in places in the ocean where currents collide. Think of a current river as a river in the ocean. If there are many currents, those courses can be traced almost all the way around the world. Smaller currents that are affected by local conditions also exist. When one current collides with another current flowing in the opposite direction, a wall of water can build up into an enormous rogue wave. The Bermuda Triangle. You may have heard of the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Some ships have vanished in this mysterious part of the ocean on clear days with no storms in sight. Ocean currents may be responsible. A strong current known as the Gulf Stream runs through the Bermuda Triangle. This current then moves north through the Atlantic Ocean along the east coast of the United States. It is possible that the collision of the Gulf Stream currents with other, more localized currents provides the clue to unlocking the secret of the Bermuda Triangle and the origin of some rogue waves. Other contributing causes. Wind. While it is believed that wind alone can cause a rogue wave, wind can play a major role in creating rogue waves. The stronger the wind, the higher surface waves tend to be. These strong winds push in the opposite direction against an ocean current, and the collision of the two can create large surface waves. Ocean depth. The depth of the ocean is also a key factor in creating rogue waves. Rogue waves tend to occur only in deeper water. In order to get high enough to be considered a rogue wave, a lot of water must build up. Very shallow parts of the ocean don't have enough water to create rogue waves. Note that other forms of horribly destructive waves do occur in shallow water. Tsunamis and storm surges are examples, but both are caused by known factors. Islands and coastlines. Geographical features such as islands or shoals can interrupt and redirect ocean currents. Rogue waves occur most frequently downwind of these geographical features, where smaller waves can overlap and combine. If the waves meet at just the right time, small waves may join with other waves at a single point of focus that allows them to combine into a very large single wave. What can be done to prepare for rogue waves? Fortunately, rogue waves are very rare and can happen only at a reasonable distance from shore. However, if you are out to sea on a boat, it is always a good idea to make sure you are familiar with evacuation plans, the location of life preservers, and other safety equipment.